Hello, in this video we're going to show you how to raise a sales invoice to your customer through Kashflow. So here we are on the dashboard. If we move our cursor to the left and go on to the customer part of the menu, all we do is we click on the invoices menu item, and then you'll be presented with a list of existing sales invoices that we've already raised historically. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new one. So at the top there's a button there called create. If we click on that, then you'll be presented with a screen that is very similar to the quote screen, to the purchase invoice screen. So Kashflow likes to keep things consistent and not sort of throw too many different visuals in front of you. So if we just work through the fields, you'll see that the first field is defaulted to the next available sales invoice number, so you don't have to think about that. Then it wants to know which customer we're going to send this invoice to. So I'm going to choose this customer, B Customer Limited. Then it's asking for a purchase order number. So if your customer's given you a purchase order, we can drop that detail in there. So let's just say they gave you that number as the purchase order number. It brings in the address based on the customer that you've just chosen from here. Then it defaults to the date of raising the sales invoice. So I'm just going to raise that on the 1st of Jan 2019. And then depending on your payment terms that you've got with your customer or the default settings in Kashflow, it will then add on a number of days. So in this instance, this customer seems to have about a month's worth of credit. So it's defaulted to 29 days. You can edit that if you like, you can tweak it for individual customers, or if you just want to overwrite that now and we say actually we don't want to give these guys any credit whatsoever, we'll just call it the same day. And then what we do is we finally move on to detailing what we're selling. So in this instance we're going to sell some goods. If I had stock enabled, I could choose the particular product from this item here, but I haven't on this demo account. So I'm just going to manually type it. And what we want to do is sell 10 items, and those items are calculators. And the rate is the value each calculator. So let's call that £5 per calculator. Where VAT registered, so we're going to apply 20% VAT. So that's fine. It will work out the VAT on the invoice for us for 10 lots of calculators at £5 each, and it will give us a gross value as well. I'm just going to add on another line item here, which is shipping, because we don't want to just give that away for free. So we'll have one lot of standard shipping at £2.50. And we'll have 20% VAT on that, and it's worked out the VAT at 50p. So total gross amount £3. And that at the bottom then has done all the adding up for you. All we have to do now is click Save at the top right to lock that into Kashflow. It can be edited, so don't feel like you're sort of locking in too much. It can be edited at any time if you think something's gone wrong. But save there, and then what we want to do is actually email this off. So I can click the email button up here, or if we scroll down, I can click the email button down here. And what that will do is it will go and find this customer's email address, and it will go and drop in some details about this customer, so long as you've spent a little bit of time preparing the default invoice template, email template. So what I would recommend is getting into settings, coming up with some really nice wording, sort of saying hello so-and-so, please find invoice X for amount Y, payable on day Z kind of thing. And all that stuff can be automated, so it actually looks at the dates, the amounts, the customer names, and makes this autofill rather than you typing that out every single time. Highly recommend do that. At the bottom left you'll see that it's attached the invoice as a PDF. So all that's left to do is to press send. So if we press send, that email's now gone to your customer. To give you a flavour of what they will be receiving, if I click print on here now, you'll actually see the fully branded up invoice with your company logo, with your company details. And I think it just highlights how easy it is raising customer invoices on Kashflow with very little effort, but with really good outcome that looks very professional. much easier, much simpler than using old-fashioned Word documents or Excel templates if you've got those set up. And the fact is, it's not just producing the invoice for you. All these numbers will go into the system and start producing VAT returns, and you can create accounts information from them rather than having to manually add up your Word documents, your Word templates, all that sort of stuff. So, hope that's helped. Thanks for watching.